Where the sound went. Hi, everyone. Let me know if you can hear me. I think my sound went out here. I'm on my hotspot today, so maybe I didn't pick the greatest spot to park here, but hopefully I did. I want to welcome you all for showing up and joining me today for an hour of lessons, learning, and readings. Let me make sure I'm not muted here. Okay, I just want to make sure because sometimes once the intro happens, I'm muted. All right, awesome. Let's see. Say hi to everybody. You guys can hear. Yes, thank you. All right, wonderful. That's good. It cut out on me, so I had to make it to the barn today. So I went halfway, and then I pulled over to log on with all of you guys today. So for those of you who are new, my name is Larkin. I just want to let you know a little bit about myself. I'm a lifelong animal communicator and entire psychic medium, intuitive psychic medium in a channel. And I'm also, I went to graduate school for psychology and decided I really wanted to do transformational coaching. So I also do coaching. So you'll hear through my readings as angels and spirit guides and loved ones and your higher selves are answering questions. You'll also hear me give you detailed instructions from what they're trying to show me as far as what you can do, changing your mindset, building your confidence, because that's your part here in this world. Okay. I don't have my candles and incense today, but I do have my special drink. I do encourage all of you, for those of you who are new to my lives, to really set the ambiance and the environment for yourself, okay? Make sure that your physical self and your mindset is open to receiving, not just what comes through for your questions. And you guys already, I see you guys asking for messages. For those of you that are new, I always stall for the first 5 minutes of the live, because I don't want people rushing in here and their energies all over the place and they have anxiety over, are they going to get a reading today? Will they be called on? And the reason is, as Abraham Hicks says, you have to be relaxed in order to receive, right? And so you have to be in that mode of receiving. That means physically, mentally, emotionally, energetically. Spirit knows who's here. They know who's on every live, every reading. They know what you're doing and they know what you need. So if you do not get a reading specifically from me today, Veronica has the best readers on the planet right here on this page. And she has readers serving you every day. Okay. Not to mention,
Spirit knows who's here. So Spirit will come through in other people's readings for messages that they know those of you that are present today need to hear. And here's the other really amazing thing. You could be called on and get a reading, but if you're not in the vibrational frequency to receive, you'll miss the message altogether. Okay. So if that means candles, incense, time to relax, a special drink, silence, or perhaps, maybe you have some sort of beautiful background music that you want, or wind chimes, go ahead and do that. Get yourself comfortable and relaxed, because this is a sacred hour with Spirit. Okay. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Penn. Welcome. Thank you. Blessings to you as well. Linda Owen, Dom, welcome. Sue. Oh, let's see here. Sharon, XX Gels. See, who else did I miss? Grace. Thank you all for tuning in. Love back to you. Mwah. So before we get into readings, and I do want to hop right in today, I want to share again what Spirit brings to share with you guys in the lessons and learnings, which is scattered throughout the readings. However, Spirit asked me when I started reading for Veronica's page to please take the first few minutes and share whatever they ask me to share with you. I know that's super special because, again, they know who's on here. And so they know that whoever needs to hear this or experience their lesson, it's for you. Okay. Today's a little different because what they want me to do is they want me to take a moment and ask us all to take a moment of silence, a minute of silence and prayer. And in that is their lesson in prayer, right? They remind you to not pray from a place of need. I'm desperate for this. I have to have that. They remind us to pray as Jesus taught, as Buddha taught, as all of the great spiritual leaders throughout history have taught. And we know it more specifically, we hear Jesus teaching it this way, but they all taught this way. Pray as though it is already done. Pray from a place of gratitude. Eckhart Tolle says in one of my favorite quotes of his, if the only prayer you ever said was thank you, that would be enough. And my clients learn that as I work with them, and they build transformation and abundance and healing. Gratitude is the most powerful vibration you can send out. And it encompasses and it brings together all the other things that we desire: love, fulfillment, joy, freedom, peace. Gratitude brings about all those things. So we're going to take a moment and think about not just what you want and need changed in your own life, but what's going on in the world. Because as Jesus said, wherever two or more are gathered, right? This is where we have true power. And so when we all send out this light and love, and we pray, may thy will be done, that we know we're a huge part of what manifests, especially in our own life, because our life is a reflection of our inner state. But in the world collectively, right? It is so important that we come together, because the universe, God, source, spirit, knows how. We only get glimmers of what's going on and how to get where we want to go. But it's not just about where you want to go. It's about the bigger picture. And when we come together and we allow the universe to get behind us, then our will becomes strong intention, right? Our focus and intention of love, light, healing, joy, peace for not just ourselves, but others will come back to you tenfold. Okay. You're in fact, Lexi and Ben, Sharon, that's wonderful. All right. So let's just take a moment. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just feel your breath just sink all the way through your body. Feel your hands and feet and neck and head relax for a moment. In relaxation, we allow the light and love of Source to flow from us and through us. No matter where you are in the world, you might be in Australia or the United States, Canada, you might be in Great Britain or should I say the UK? I don't know what you guys prefer. You might be in Eastern Europe. You might be in Japan or China, Korea. You might be anywhere in the world. But as we relax together, I want you to just take a moment to say thank you. Thank you to God's source spirit. Thank you for all that you do not know is going on for you and for all of us. Thank you for the fact that everything is always working on our behalf for the better. No matter how things seem in your life, no matter how things appear to be in the world, things are always working out for you for the better. Because God's source spirit works towards the greater good. And often that means we have to struggle and we suffer from our own choices of free will in order to learn and grow. But on the bigger side of that is always our best interest, is always the well-being for you and for all. Take a moment and say thank you in the light of that special prayer. And feel the chills and the energy flow through you as we all connect from around the world. And know that in doing so, you're opening yourself even more to receive through your readings and guidance today. Thank you. Take a deep breath. You may open your eyes. Guys, you can take any time during the day to do that. Anytime. And it will bring the power of gratitude into your life. Okay? All right. Thank you. Wonderful. I can feel it. I could feel you guys and your power and presence there. Okay. I'm going to start doing that lives. If you guys see my psychic medium page down there, if you like and follow that, I'm going to do a Furball Fridays again and Angels in Action starting in December. We have the Meet Your Spirit Guides event coming up. I'll have a way to register for that. It's free. All of that fun stuff going on. And I'm going to start a prayer circle. So if you like how that felt and you can feel that just taking a few moments a day to do that really empowers you personally, okay? All right, awesome. All right, thank you, Pen. I appreciate that. All right, let me scroll up here and see where Spirit guides us today. Do you guys see how more calm and at peace you feel now? It's very, very important. Let's see. So Dom, you had a great question here. Let me put up both of these in order. Can we choose who we want to chat to us? Or is that you in spirit? No, you can choose. So you can choose if, it works several different ways, Dom. For me, sometimes I end up doing reverse readings because I always have spirit following me. And when I allow them in, sometimes they come through and we just have a fun day where we do reverse readings and I call out certain spirits that have come through. When I call on you guys in these live group readings, since I only have an hour here on Veronica's page, I usually ask you guys to try to be specific. Don't make me hunt and peck because there's countless spirits and energies. And what I'm doing is I'm sifting and sorting vibration and frequency. Sometimes they pop through, sometimes with images, sometimes feelings, sometimes names. It's different every time. It depends on the relationship and energetic connection between the energy coming through and myself or whoever is reading for you. So you can definitely choose. If you have someone specific, I usually ask that you please give me their name and their birthday. It just helps us move more quickly. I mean, I can, they'll give me those different pieces of things or whatever pieces they need to get through, but it just makes it quicker and more convenient for all of us. And then your other question was, and then do you just go with spirit and we listen? Yeah, so you can ask. It's both. It's both. I go with spirit. Spirit, I'm basically just a translator for spirit. And you'll see I go back and forth between channeling and mediumship and psychic readings. And then you'll hear me insert my own mindset coach guidance in there as well. So you'll see me kind of flip back and forth. Because when I channel, I stay very conscious. So I'm just having all these side conversations. So you can do both. You can certainly ask. Okay. Wonderful. All right. So thank you, Krista. I'm glad I'm back too, Kirsten. All right. So hold on here. I have to scroll up here. All right. So, all right. So, I'm going to go back to you, Dom, since way up there, I see you asked for a reading. Hopefully you can hear me. You says anyone else logging. So I hope you can hear me. Let's see. Cornelia, welcome. So I'm going to try to get as many people as possible, guys. But just so you know, I'll be back next Wednesday and starting readings on my own page too. And then there's other readers. Like I said, if you don't get a reading today, don't panic. Spirit, I'm going to go where Spirit guides me. And there will be guidance coming through for you, even if you're not the one getting an exact reading. Okay. Even if you're not the person I called on. All right. Let's see here. Hi, Sue. Welcome. Okay. Good, Dom. You understand that. Good. All right. So Dom, did you have a specific question that you want? Did you want a specific question that you wanted answered or someone specific that you want to talk to? There's a lot of transformational energy coming on for you right now. We are now, let's see. There's been a lot of planetary shifts lately, and that's a part of it. But you have a lot, you're sort of at an intersection, and I would say a really crowded intersection, Dom, right now, of different levels that you are going to need to level up to, if that's the best way to say it. That's what they're showing me. A lot of times when I see people at a crossroads, they're at a crossroads, literally, right? There's not a lot of traffic. There's a crossroads. They have decisions to make. You have a huge growth quantum leap that is really like right there, like on top of you right now. And they're showing me what it looks like to me is it looks like an intersection, but also it's very crowded. It's a crowded intersection. And so what this tells me though is that it's in multiple areas of your life. You have a lot going on in multiple areas of your life that you're going to need to make some shifts for. Everything we want is outside of our comfort zone, so it gets sort of scary. But I see a lot of this happening. I see a lot of social shifts that are going to be happening for you. You have 2 spirit guides that are really strong around you right now, Dom. You have your guardian angel that's above that. So they're sort of tiered, and this has nothing to do with hierarchy. It's just, I see like your guardian angel right here above you, and then I see like a spirit guide on each side. And then you have some elder energy surrounding you behind you. It looks like you have some what feels like grandparent energy, and they're really encouraging you. This energy is very strong in saying, keep going, just keep going. And the phrase that keeps coming up is, where to keep going. The phrase that keeps coming up is where to go, what's next. And so whether that's a conscious thing for you or it's a subconscious, our 95% of our mind is subconscious, and that's a part of our mind that creates our life. And so this grandparent energy is just saying, go, just keep going, keep going. They're showing me that what they observed as a child is you really liked to observe first and try to be certain of your footing before you move forward. And they're telling you this is the time to really trust and have faith. Know that we're there with you. Know that you do have a whole spirit team around you. And this is a part of your life. Part of your leveling up is going to be the ability sorry. Oh, wait, I meant to put this up here for everyone else, is part of your ability to kind of ditch the old ways you did things, not permanently, not for everything, but to really go for it. This grandparent energy is showing me that you have this, it's like this spark, this motivation, this inspiration to just go forward with certain things and to sort of just kind of let other things go in ways you've never done before, but you're unsure about doing that. I'm not sure if afraid is really the best word that they want me to use, but you need to just trust and go forward with it. It's like leap and the net will appear, right? if you can do this, okay, so Spirit's showing me what happens if you do this, what happens if you don't do this. If you don't do this, they're going to see a stagnancy. If you do this, you're going to have this joy and liberation and abundance flood into your life, because remember, everything you want is outside of your comfort zone. So you have to start doing things, add to, not eliminate your old ways, but eliminate what's going on. Okay. Did you have, was your grandfather in the military? Was there a military background there at all? Yes, cautious. Exactly. Yep. Yep. Um, because I'm seeing a level of, there's, you know, there are things that you know, he's showing me standing in a military uniform. He's showing me, the reason he's bringing this up is because he's showing me structure and lessons, and he's saying that, you know, if he were here right now, he would be using his stories and his life lessons and things he had to learn from what looks like a military set of experiences and background, and how that impacted his life. And he would share with you, if he were here, he wanted to share with you the fact that, you know, one of the things he had to do in the military was he had to make these leaps that were absolutely terrifying, because he had to let go of some of his old ways that worked for him in order to survive and do things that he needed to do in that military life. And he said it was the best, most strengthening thing that could have happened to him. And he wants to share those things with you. He wants to share those mental and emotional shifts that had to happen. And he says, you know, you don't need to be in the military to be able to do that. Anyone can do this at any time. But he says, you know, there's just this rooting for you. He's like, you can do this. And he's like, you know, you have to, here's his instructions are, take sort of this feeling of where you want to go and what you're inspired and motivated for, and create a solid image for it. Create a vision, he's saying. Because if you have that vision, then you have something strong to aim for, okay? He has something strong to aim for. And so he says, hold on, I'll get to your comments in just a minute, okay? He's like, you have something strong to aim for, and that focus in and of itself helps to catapult you forward, okay? All right. Let's see. He said, I never met my one grandfather, but I think he was in the military. My father said he was big on lessons. Yes. Yes, that's the one. Now, it doesn't matter, guys. It doesn't matter if you've met these loved ones or not in your life. They know your soul. Okay. Do you understand that? They know you. They love you just as much. They know your soul. They know you before you were born. So it doesn't matter if you walked with them here in this world or not. Their love is every bit as strong and powerful. Okay. Yes, it is. Um, let's see. Let's see. Is he with his wife and kids, or just the dogs? Everyone. They're all there together. They're all there together. Yes. So um this is important to know, Dom, and I think this is for all of you guys. Understand that the people in your life, most of them you have a soul connection with before. I don't think people realize, like we say in this physical world, oh, it's such a small world. It's the same thing on the other side, right? We are very close with our spiritual families and our spirit communities. And so whether we're incarnated at the time or not, we stay very close. Those that come into our life are not always, but usually in our soul family, or, you know, souls that we know or have connected with or are learning with, right? Like frequencies tend to hang together. So when we go to the other side, we are loved and greeted and surrounded by those loved ones. It doesn't mean we don't go off and do our own things. It doesn't mean we're with them 24/7. But yes, they are all together. Okay. Let's see. No, don't ever be sorry for all of the questions. They're all there together. And you know, like I said, grandparent plural energy, you know, her energy is there as well. I mean, there's supportive push behind you, rooting you on. The only thing you have to do, Dom, is you have to let go and be willing to go into the unknown. And they're asking me to say this before I close your reading up and move on. This is for all of you. You have to make the unfamiliar familiar and the uncomfortable comfortable. This is what your grandfather did in the military. And this is what he means by lessons that he would share with you if he was here. Okay. Let's see. Yes. Well, you're getting support from both sides. What I saw was two grandparental energies. And so that would have been the grandfather in the military that we're referring to. And his wife. And yes, the other two are here. Yes, but there's still that you have like, you're like in the center of this circle of this elder wisdom and energy. So take advantage of it. Let yourself be open when you feel that push, when you feel that encouragement, when you're feeling discouraged, know that they're there. Know that they've walked these paths of uncertainty before, and you can do it as well. Okay. Let me answer this and then we'll move on to someone. Welcome from Hawaii, Tiffany. Oh, that's my dream place where I want to move. Okay. How do I go into the unknown? What must I do? What a great question. So first of all, guys, I don't have the registration up yet. If I were you, I would go to my Larkin Psychic Medium page. I would like and follow that because in December, I'm going to have a Meet Your Spirit Guides event. And the Meet Your Spirit Guides work really well with your mindset. Being a mindset coach, I do most of that with my mindset coaching clients. But, it's hard. I can give you hints and pointers. I can't guide you all the way through it on this live today. But part of the going into the unknown is, again, making the unfamiliar familiar and the uncomfortable comfortable. Sometimes uncomfortable, guys, is a warning sign to keep us safe. Okay. Sometimes, though, the uncomfortable is simply the ego's way of keeping you stuck where you are because you're never really stuck, right? So in this case, you want to start a little bit at a time. How do you go in the unknown? For example, look at your thoughts and your belief systems and your choices. Let's say, every time you go to the grocery store, you get this type of soup and you really want to try that type of soup, but you're afraid to try that type of soup. Okay. Practice in little ways, letting go, try the new type of soup, practice taking chances, right? Maybe in friendships and relationships, you find you always have the same patterns, and go ahead and make the opposite decision of what you usually make. Maybe you have an opportunity that you're afraid of and you're afraid of making a mistake or failing. Go ahead and say yes, lean into. If it's something that you're wanting to manifest or create or change, look at what your habits are, Dom. And, your life is the result of habits and choices and repetition. So going into the unknown means choosing something different. It has to start with making different choices of your thoughts, feelings, and choices of action, and then following through. Your life will follow. So what they were showing me was, being cautious is good, but there's areas where you're holding yourself back because you're always so cautious. And sometimes you just have to make a choice, have a leap of faith, understand that mistakes are good. They are just lessons that you haven't learned from yet. And that's how you become. Confidence comes through action, not through sitting and waiting, not through contemplating. Confidence comes through action and learning through experience. Okay. I hope that helps answer your question. If you want more, then don't forget you can follow my Psychic Medium page or the My Powerful Choices page where I do coaching to connect more with me further. I have all sorts of things. Okay. Guys, don't forget to please like this broadcast so that more people can find Veronica's Find Me a Medium Universal Spiritualism page. Okay. That will help her out. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Dom. Let's see. Let's see here. Nailed it again. Damn it. Awesome. Yay. Who am I? Well, we can all wonder that. That would be a nice message. Thank you so much, Dom. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Mwah! Come back and keep me posted. And I hope to see you on my Psychic Medium page. Okay. All right, guys. I'm so funny. But that's good. Humor is good. That's light, high flying energy. You're welcome. Let's see. Let me scroll back up here where spirit is taking me. Sorry, guys. I try not to be too thorough on these live readings because spirit says get to more people, but I'm working on it. Okay. So, but yes, guys, while I'm scrolling up where spirit is taking me, make the uncomfortable comfortable and the comfortable uncomfortable comfortable and the unfamiliar familiar. I'm glad that sounds funny to you guys, but it's really actually a powerful mindset tool. All right, let's see here. All right. There was someone else I wanted to get to. Wait, I'm going to star. There's two people I need to star here. 1 second, guys. I'm starring a couple people where spirit is taking me, and I was looking for one that I saw that had, here we go. Rose, are you still there? Let me know if you're there, Rose. Please. Dad, June 13th. Rose, let me know if you're there. I always ask because sometimes people pop on and off, especially if they don't get called on right away. People don't always stay on. And I want to make sure people are actually on if I'm reading for them. Rose Sullivan, are you still there? If you are, let me know in the comments, please. I know you asked to connect with your dad. This looks like birthday was June 13th. Hi, Rebecca. Welcome. All right. Kelly Ann, welcome. Roslyn. All right. So let's see. Okay. I see everybody's popping up with their birthdays now. Okay. I see you, Roslyn. I have you starred. Okay. So I don't see Rose on here right now. So, I'm going to, okay, let's do this then. Hey, Nejin. All right. Okay, so I'm going to do, let me scroll back up here, guys. I have all these people putting things now, and they're having me star this. I don't know if I can get to all these things, but I'm going to try. All right, so let's go back up to Roslyn. Roslyn, are you still there? I think you are. All right, let's connect with Crystal. And I hope that Rose comes back. Guys, sometimes if you pop off, like if you don't get called on and you popped off, then it's, I've seen this happen a lot with readers, then you miss out. So I don't know, maybe she had to go somewhere, but that's okay. All right, so let's connect to Crystal here. Ooh, wow, there's all sorts of loving, giddy energy going on for you, Roslyn, with Crystal. Oh my gosh, there's just so much joy. Do you feel, can you feel that, Rosalind? Can you feel, can you feel that high vibrational, loving joy energy that's going on there surrounding you from Crystal? It's really positive. It's very loving. It's so high energy, and she wants to make sure that you can feel that, because oftentimes through our grief and through our overthinking and through our emotions, when we miss loved ones in this world, we don't always catch what they're really exuding. You do. Yes. Awesome. She is just, first of all, a lot of that you're feeling right now is she's just so excited to be connecting with you. I'm turning my car on for a second because it's cold. So much of this is like her just excited to connect with you. And what she really wanted to do today was just validate. She wanted to validate, look, she sees you. She's proud of you. She's like, you're doing a lot of really great things right now. She says you're a really powerful woman, and she wants you to realize that. She says she always knew that you were. She always saw your strength, but she says if you could see how powerful she recognizes, hey, Kawizi, how powerful she recognizes you are now is like tenfold who and what she knew that you were before. Okay. And this is really, really powerful. So you can absolutely, Melinda, you sure can. She shows me her taking your hand and just really squeezing it. And she says um, she does that whenever she feels that you need her support, or she feels like she wants to make sure you know that she's really there. That's one way. And I don't know if you can feel that, but like, somehow you're feeling it. I don't know if you're feeling it on your hand, but that's she says she reaches out. She's usually right next to you or facing you. If she's facing you, she reaches out and she grabs both hands and she squeezes them. And she says there are times where this is amazing. She says there's times where you stop and you breathe and you put your head down like this. And she says that's when she's squeezing your hands, both of your hands. She's got them. And that she says, we're in this together. Anything and everything you do, I'm translating for her exactly. Anything and everything that you do, she says, we are in this together. She is always in this with you together, everything that you go through. Okay. She's telling you, I love this. I love these words. It's the energy coming through is not bringing me to tears because I'm emotional. It's how powerful the energy is. She's bringing forth an energy that is saying, whenever you're afraid, whenever you're scared, just know everything's going to be all right. And I'm there. I'll always be there to answer your questions. I'll always be there to support you. And she says it's just as powerful as if I were there, even though I can't do certain things in the physical world, because she says she can, infuse and blend and help and give you that energetic support that then you can exude on your own. And she says, whenever you feel like a real strong intuition about something, she said she'll be supporting that too. Her opinion, her suggestion, her guidance is going to be the same way. She says on a down to earth level, she's so sorry that she's not with you. But she says in the bigger picture, you will see as well that everything is working out just as it should be. And although she's not one of your technical spirit guides, because those who pass on, yes, they become our guides and our angels, but not in the same way that our appointed guardian angels and appointed lifelong spirit guides are. Okay. But she's there for you just as boldly and strongly. She's showing me what looks to be a silver necklace. It looks like it's about like this big. No, it's not real big, but like a silver necklace that hangs like right around here. She's showing me that is something significant. And she's telling you, any of her jewelry that was beloved to her, she's showing me if you just put your fingers on it, her energy is still in that. It is still infused in that. And so when you touch and hold her items, she says, yes, her energy is still really there for you to have that physical contact with. Okay. And one other thing she says she wants you to do for yourself. She says she wants you to do something new for yourself. She wants you to start she wants you to find a new little segment of something that you love that is just for you and for you alone. Because what she's showing me is that this is going to begin to build personal strength and confidence within you. And it's going to create an element of a self-identity for you that is with her being no longer in the physical world, and that's going to start a new train of energy for you to stand on your own in a whole new way in this world. It's not going to eliminate her, she says. It's just going to help create a new physical pillar of strength for you. Okay. Rosalind, I want you to do one more thing for me before I move on. I want you to, this is my guidance to you, because she does want you to have more of a fluent conversation with her. She has a fluent conversation from her end with you, but she wants it to be more fluent for you. Journal to her. Practice that. It's one of the ways I develop my psychic medium abilities so well, is do it so you can begin to see the difference on paper between your own thoughts and what your sister is telling you. Okay. You will start to see it. You'll start to see when you jot down her answers that it's her speaking in her personality, her way. And that's really, really powerful and important. Okay. So please do that for me. And then either like my psychic medium page and come to my lives on there and tell me how it's going, sign up for my Meet Your Spirit Guides event, or come back in here and tell me how it's going. Okay. Thank you for letting me read for you. Mwah. Sending you so much love and blessings. Know that your sister is right there with you, and she's giving you a big hug right now, like from the side, like just a big hug with her head on your shoulder. Her energy is. So you should be able to feel that. Okay. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you for letting me read for you. All right, guys. All right. Let me move up here. I've got you guys started. I'm trying to get to as many people as I can. All right. You're welcome, Rosalind. Thank you for coming. All right. Let me scroll back up here. I have a couple. I have something starred here. Let's see here. Maria, I'm just going to quick answer this, and then I'm going to go on to the mediumship reading. I just want to quick tell you, as of right now, there's 3 souls hovering around you that are matched up that have chosen you to be a mother. So, I mean, you can always change that with your free will or your relationship choices. But there are 3 soul energies right now that have chosen you, that have you as like first choice for their mom energy. So that answer would be 3. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see. I know I want to pronounce your name right. Is that Nike or Nick? I don't want to get that wrong. Tell me if you're here, please. So I can answer your question. You wanted to get a message from Dylan. Guys, most of these messages today are going to be because I only have 20 minutes left, 20 minutes left. Let me know if you're still there. If not, I'm going to move on and I will come back to you. Let's see here. Kelly Ann, are you still there? Let me know if you're still there, Kelly Ann. You wanted to hear from your dad. He's stepping forward. Kelly Ann, can you let me know if you're still there, please? Let's see here. Hello. Thank you, Nejin. Kelly Ann, are you still there? Let's see here. Okay. All right, guys. People pop on and off some, so I'm just going back where Spirit's taking me here. I want to make sure I'm reading for people that are actually on here. Let's see here. All right, so let me move back up here then. Ooh, no more start up there. Okay, sorry guys. Just seeing where Spirit had me star people. Let's see. All right. Maria, I'm not quite sure what you're, no, Maria, no. That doesn't, no, I see 3 spirits now, 3 souls now. So regardless, there's 3 souls, in addition to the abortion. And one of them might be that soul coming back. But there's 3 I see right now, looking at you as a future mom. Hi, Susan Kirby. All right. Okay. All right. Let me scroll back up here. So I'm just sorry, guys. I'm trying to look at what I have starred here. All right, Sunshine, are you still there? Let me know if you're there. Let me know if you're present, guys. Oops. Sorry, guys. I'm on a reading here. Okay, wait a minute. There's my husband. Sorry. All right, Sunshine, are you there? Let's see. Yes, you're there. Awesome. All right. Still here if possible. I'd love to hear from my mom. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, so much sweet love. I'm seeing are you journaling, Sunshine? I'm asking your mom in side conversation what I'm seeing as far as um, books and journals. I'm seeing books and journals. She's coming through with the sweetest, loving energy, and I keep seeing these books and these journals closing. And hi, Kellyanne. All right, we'll get back to you. And you know, it looks like there is like so much information. I'm asking her, what is the books? Is the books about journaling? Is the books about, here, hold on a second here. I don't want to lose. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry. I know it's annoying when I have to scroll up. Okay. Kellyanne, write again what your question is so I can get back to you in a minute. Okay. Because I tagged you way up at the top. So sunshine, there's like, I see these, I keep seeing books closing. I see journals closing. I see so much of this. I see books. And a lot of this is, I'm asking her what this means. Are these literal things, or are these literal? Are they symbolic, or are they literal things that she's talking about? And she's showing me both. She's saying there's volumes and volumes and volumes of things going on between you. There's just volumes of things to communicate about, and volumes of things that you would like to know, that you would like to learn, and questions. And she's like, there's just volumes of questions that she would like to be able to answer and share and show with you. And so she's using the books. It looks like she liked to have books and look things up, and have those things around her, and have that intellectual side of her, and to write things down. So part of this is an element of her and her character, but she's also using it as a symbol of volumes of things that, now in her passing, that questions that you either have or are going to be having, that you want to know, that you would like to be able to ask her, things that you're finding that you'd like to be able to ask her about that you didn't know about before. And so she's recommending that you get a notebook or a journal, and that as you're going through her things, to jot things down, and jot your questions down and leave them blank. This is what she's showing me. Jot them down and leave them blank. She says, ask the question and throw it out there, and she will answer it. And you're either going to feel it, or you're going to answer right away. And then she said, go back to those. This is so cool. This is coming from her, Sunshine. This is not coming from me. I did not, I see you, Kellyanne. I did not, this is not my idea. This is coming from your mom. And she's saying, write it down. Like, all of a sudden you're going to get a feeling, you're going to be like, I know, when you're doing something else, or you're going to ask a question, that answer is going to come, or you're going to find the answer when you're going through her stuff. And she's like, then go back to that notebook or that journal where you've written those questions, and jot it down, and you're going to have it. And here's what I think is so cool that she's doing that. This is so cool. It's the same reason I tell people, if they want to get to know their spirit guides or connect better with their loved ones, to journal, because our ego is in our head. And so when you're putting your mind's question down, and then you get that answer from her, and it's a gut feeling, or it's the first answer that comes to your mind, and that that's her, and you'll get validation that it's her, and you write it down, and sometimes it'll even come out in phrases that sound like her. You're going to be like, oh my God, this is your proof that she's with you, right? And one of the reasons I do all this stuff, my friends, is because I want you all to learn to have your own validation that your loved ones are there, your own proof that they're there. Okay. I'm also seeing what looks like a journal or a book that's sort of almost like an orangey, peachy leather type of, it may not be leather, it may be fuzzy. I don't know. It's like got this really like kinesthetic texture, like you can really feel it, but it's almost like what would be like a warm tan orangey type of leather type color, that's significant. It looks like it's probably more of a journal. It's probably about that big, and I believe that you're going to find something like that of hers as well, that has some special stuff in it. So I want you to do that. She says, and one last bit of advice and guidance, because I know we've got so many people wanting readings, but one of the things that she also says is, you're doing a great job, a great job of cleaning out. But she says it's going to get a little harder as you clean a lot of things out and you get down to less and less items. She's like, don't worry about what she thinks about anything that you're cleaning out. Okay. Um, don't worry about it. She says she is unattached to anything physical at this point. So she said, just make choices now on her behalf of her items that will serve you. She's like, all you need to do is make choices based on what's going to serve you. What are you going to live with? What's going to bring you the greatest joy and peace? Because now they are here to serve you. She doesn't have an attachment. Okay. All right, Sunshine. Thank you for letting me know, for coming and joining us and asking for your reading and letting me read for you. Please pop back and let me know. Guys, don't forget to like this post so more people can find Veronica's page, and keep me posted on that growth of relationship. Guys, remember, your relationships have not ended. They have merely transformed. This is what Spirit told me years ago when I said, what do I tell people when they ask me about their current relationship with their loved ones who have crossed back over? And that was their response. Okay. All right. Yay. Thank you, Sunshine. All right. So I have to go back up to Kelly Ann here. Kelly Ann. Yay. Okay. There you are. All right, guys, we got 10 minutes. I'm trying to do as much as I can. If I don't get you today, don't forget, Veronica has amazing readers on here every day of the week. You can like and follow my Psychic Medium page. Next week, I'm going to start doing my Angels in Action again on Mondays, Furball Fridays on Fridays, starting in December. So, if you don't get one today, you will get one, okay? Oh, they were your mom's journals. Yes, Sunshine. Oh, my God. I just saw that post. Thank you. Okay. All right. Wow. Your dad is very joyful, Kellyanne, very joyful that he can join with you here today. And he doesn't want you to be sad. So Kellyanne, he's like, just don't be sad, sweetheart. One of the hardest things for him ever, he shares, for his big dad heart, was ever seeing you share. Okay. I see you, Kaweezy. I'm trying to get to you too, buddy. One of the things is, like he said, that always broke his heart. And he's always over you right now with this just cloak and umbrella of love. He says there's definitely, like, you guys came into this world with a soul connection. Sorry, I got a dry throat here. You came into this world with a soul connection. And Kellyanne, that soul connection is stronger than ever. Okay. He says he sees so much of you, of him in you. And he hopes that you can feel that heartfelt love. He's so, so, so proud of you. He's showing me that, he watched you go through this whole process. Right after him passing, he's showing me that he witnessed, that deep struggle for you. And he says you really struggled with that. You really struggled with, he says this in a way in which he wants to thank you. Thank you for thinking about what would dad want? What would dad's preference be? Thank you for respecting him. And that means the world to him. And he says it says so much about who you are as a person. He wants you to not forget about yourself. Here, Kellyanne, I see I don't have your thing on there. He wants you to make sure that you're taking some time to really focus on you now, and some time to feed into yourself. he says there's a whole nother aspect of life that you sort of seem to feel like, well, when I do these other things, then I can get to that. Once I've done this, then I'll get to those things that I really want to do. And he says what he really wants to see is he wants to see you taking off and following your dreams and following, find out what is it you really, really love. What makes you soar? What makes you sing? And he says he's really there encouraging you. He's showing me that he has he's having trouble getting through as much as he wants to, and having it be as conscious for you as he would like it to be for you in your interaction. But he is coming to you in dreams, and in the astral plane. So if you are finding, Kelly Ann, that you are either waking up really thinking about him or wondering if he's there, or having more questions. Some days it might be that you feel it's a really positive thing. Other days you just might feel that you really miss him, or you might have questions. And what you're finding is that you guys are hanging out in the astral plane. So you are having this intense interaction. You're hanging out, you're enjoying each other's company. You're actually talking a lot of philosophy and deep type of things. And he's trying to encourage you to really follow and create a vision for the things that you feel like you would love to do. I see here you said that you live to write stories. Okay, that's beautiful. So he wants you to do that then. He wants you to make time for what you really love, because here's what's going to happen. Okay. What's going to happen is, as you unfold in your passion and your love of writing stories, what he's showing me is you're going to open up a whole new dimension to your world. What you need to do in regards to your mom, and he just kind of he just smiles sweetly and nods, and what he is saying is, go beyond the thoughts and ideas and opinions, even that you have in your relationship with your mom, and for the two of you to just focus on the love. Just focus on the love. Okay. Focus on the love, focus on the writing. These are the clear two instructions that he's sharing with you. And when our loved ones guide us from the other side like that, it's because they now have the foresight. So Kellyanne, he now has a foresight to see what directions will take you where you want to go. He has the foresight now to see what is going to bring you the greatest joy and the greatest abundance. Okay. I'm reading Kellyanne, Queasy. All right. Let's see. Yeah, it's up on the screen. So I'm seeing if there's anything else around that. He wants you to narrow your focus, and he wants you to focus on those things. He's telling me that if you follow that passion of writing, it's going to completely transform your life. And it's going to help you work through. So he did. So that's the guidance he just gave you. So he is helping you with your mom. He is trying to get through. And that's one of the things that he's doing in the astral plane, which is why I said that what he said is, and maybe it doesn't sound to you like it's relating to your mom, but it is. He says, write, do your writing, and keep the focus on love. And then the thing he said prior to that was, you have to be able to let go of predisposed ideas or beliefs that you have in your relationship and interaction with her. When you do that, the reason he's telling me to guide you to do that is because when you do that, Kellyanne, and I understand what he's trying to say, because I've done this in my family and it works. You need to hold space for her. And as you hold space for her, you're going to see her grow and transform. I know this is harder than it looks, but the most powerful thing you can do for a person, and this is how I know what he's telling you is so right and powerful. The most powerful thing we can do is to hold space for someone, because then we don't give them anything to push against, and they're allowed to grow and blossom and heal and transform. Don't try to force anything he's saying. Don't try to change anything. Don't get caught up in your stories of the past, and don't get caught up in your ideas and beliefs. Let go of right and wrong as far as who's right and who's wrong. And that's why he was saying, please just love each other. Hold space, love each other, and write. Hold space, love each other, and write. If you forget this, come back and listen to this podcast again. Okay. I know this sounds hard, but this is really powerful guidance. And he can see this. He is trying to help you with this in the astral plane. So if you wake up and you feel inspired, or you have a day where you can do it more easily, that would be powerful. The other thing, Kellyanne, you want to do is journal any excess emotion. So any excess emotion you have in regards to your mom that stops you from doing this guidance that he has given you, burn off the extra egoic energy by journaling, then set your intentions with her and go in, and it will really help. Okay. I promise you this will help, but only if you do it. Okay. I know what he's telling you because I've worked through this and I've seen clients do this before and it works. So I see that what he's saying is actually very practical guidance. It's the same guidance he would give you if he were sitting here right now. Okay. But you have to actually do it, and you have to make it a habit. Okay. So please keep me posted and let me know how it goes. It's not going to be easy, Kelly. It's something you're going to have to do day in and day out, but you have to let go of your old concepts of your identity with your mom and your beliefs, your relationship with her. Okay. You do journal. Okay, good. You journal your dreams. Awesome. You're not going to remember everything that's coming from your dreams in the astral plane, though. Okay, so just journal what comes through and journal those emotions when you're struggling. Okay. All right, guys, I am sorry. It's been an hour and 2 minutes and I have to go. Please don't hang up yet. Let me just remind you that if you did not get a reading today, Spirit knows you're there. Spirit will make sure you get the reading at the perfect time, because Spirit guides us to choose, guides us readers to choose. Okay. So you can follow me on my Larkin Psychic Medium page and join me for my lives. You can get on here for Veronica's other readers the rest of the week. You can come find me next Wednesday at the same time. Please make sure you like this live so that more people can find Veronica's amazing page. Okay. And don't worry if you guys didn't get a reading today. Your reading is coming. Spirit knows what you're wanting and needing. Okay. I love you all and thank you for joining me. Mwah! Have an amazing rest of your day.